Oh yeah,
100%.
100. If you
Oh,
know
we
what I'm
actually
saying.
see pick ban going into effect right now. I might be a little behind because I do not have the link to the pro draft, so I'm going to be watching it off the stream. But we do have the karma ban
I'll get you that
coming through.
link for the pro draft
Oh
right
yes,
here.
thank you, thank you,
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right,
thank you,
Evan, you
thank you,
have it
thank you.
correct.
No.
Okay, well there you go. You guys both got it. Right now we got two bans from Cookie Crumblers out right now. We got Sivir banned as well. And
Yeah, we see the Renekton getting banned. You got to respect the Gator.
yeah, making sure to put respect on the Gator. Don't want to let Borge get that.
Derek, could you try making a gator noise?
I don't know what Gators sound like.
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't do it either. That's why I tried asking you.
I think Gators just kind of
High on
hiss.
board.
That's the best I
They
know.
just kind of like.
Yeah, something like that, definitely.
Yeah,
That
for
sounds
sure,
about
for
right.
sure.
Yeah, we do see the respect Kale ban coming in now.
I'm definitely gonna take 5 here. Grab some water. Take a little leak in the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'll
take
be
5
back,
as well.
boys.
So BRB.
All right, so you guys, the other two casters taking a short break right
I'm still
here
here.
while
I'm
we
still
go
here.
through that champ select. So you're gonna be here with me, Panda Master, right now. I'll be covering this for now. We got another Vayne ban coming in. So far, only 280 carry bans coming out by Team 6 and 3. Wanted to make sure again, Ryan Coffee Cat doesn't do too well tonight. However, he's on that safe pick again that he likes to have, Jinx. We've seen her one time and time again. She's a hyperscaler, does a lot of damage, and we saw it in that last game especially. She got those two items, Infinity Edge and Hurricane, did real well, lots of damage. Just needs a front line to help her. However, Team 6 and 3 wanted to make sure that Jinx isn't going to have too much of an effect on this game. Picking up that Lucian, early game lane bully, he's going to be looking to shut things down.
Oh yeah. And we see the Lucian Nautilus locked in here. Nautilus with some recent buffs, and Team 6 and 3 has taken it mid in this in-house league, so it's gonna be interesting to see where it goes.
Yeah, I'm curious. We may see it in the mid lane. I know Chip's heard that it's been picking up steam in other places. More people playing at AP mid. And we've already heard and seen from Chip, he likes those spicy picks. He likes to mix things up. So I wouldn't be too surprised if we saw it from him.
I have returned.
Welcome back there, Evan. And so this is what the draft's looking like so far. We got things going interesting.
You know, definitely not surprised by the Nautilus.
Alright, some technical difficulties there.
Chip has been always talking about the Nautilus. He's been talking about how it's been a power pick, and I definitely think it shows here and there, but I don't know if you go the full tank build with it.
Yeah, I actually accidentally joined their call, and all I heard is, this will make sure they can't pick Katarina here, so we'll have to see what they're thinking about picking, or if that was the Nautilus they were talking about.
Continue with draft, Derek.
Yeah, I got the inside info. Yeah, so we see the last pick coming out for Team 6 and 3. What's it gonna be? I expect something saucy, but I have no idea. Oh, we see the Varus lock.
Varus.
Last second. Is that a Varus mid, or?
Definitely probably going to be a Lucian top, but these are the flex picks that we have been talking about.
Yeah, there's some interesting
Just
picks.
in
Could
love
be
with them.
Varus anywhere, Lucian anywhere, Nautilus anywhere. It's definitely going to be hard to decide what's going where.
Yeah, I think though it looks like right now that Varus, I'm assuming, was a mistake right now. I'm seeing the coach from Team 6 and 3 saying that he wants a remake real quick. I think
Unfortunately, we cannot do that. It's going to have to be the Varus locked in here.
yeah, we'll have to see if Cookie Crumblers accepts the offer of a remake.
Yeah, it's definitely something you would do, but the poor sportsmanship out of Team 6 and 3 would make me think that Cookie Crumblers would not be in favor of doing that. We're going to have to see what happens.
That's two mistakes in a day right now.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate because I know Chip has been giving the coach of Borges Carried a hard time about it, and he makes two mistakes on the same day on the stage.
Not that coaching you want.
All right, and
Yeah,
we
it's
do have
definitely-
a new link. Cookie Crumblers has agreed for that remake. They're going to go through it one more time here. We got that new link sent out to you guys, so we should be seeing them hop into it shortly.
Yeah, I assume we're gonna see the same first part of the draft, and just some things changed towards the end. starting at that Varus.
Ooh, Xander throwing some shots in the Twitch chat. Imagine not being able to pro draft. Wow. Insane stuff here.
Yeah, Xander with some fighting words even after last game's loss.
Yeah, unfortunate loss for them, but I'm sure they're ready to bounce back. You know, they got that strong mental. Xander, coach with strong mental, going to be able to keep his team spirits up. And yeah, they're just picking the same things real quick right there, making just short delay right there. Better than the pauses we've seen in the past from some of these teams.
Ooh.
Yeah, we actually see the Galio replacing the Varus, so
Yeah,
maybe Galio
Galio.
support, maybe Galio mid.
G is nowhere near V. I'm not too sure how that mistake happened right there, but we saw it anyway. Katarina Band coming out as well. Wanted to make sure Agimozo does not get that champion.
Yeah, definitely don't want that champion in. And it's going to be interesting to see what they end up going for if there is no Cho'Gath ban. We might see them pick that up, or we might see the Cinder coming out. Looks like there is the Cho'Gath ban.
Yeah, Kennen ban as well from Cookie Crumblers. They don't want to see that come in there. A lot of disruption with that pick.
Yeah, and we see the Cinder pick from Team 6 and 3, taking it away from Aggie Mozo. I wonder what he has left in his arsenal now that this Katarina, Cho'Gath, and Cinder are all gone. And that may be a Nautilus top then.
Yeah, that's. I assume that would be a Nautilus top right there. Normally, you would want to see that right. Well, I don't know about normally. Nautilus hasn't been in the meta for a long time here, and that's an Amumu pick again for coming out tonight. That's
Yeah, I wonder if we'll see the tank Amumu or the AP Amumu. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I imagine we'll be seeing that AP Amumu just because that seems like the thing to go. They've already got Sion as a good tank. Brahm's a semi-decent tank as well, and just that AoE damage is going to be real nice. Help Jinx get to that point where she can kill people and get excited. I'm curious with that last pick, and it's actually going to be Yasuo as the last pick, so I'm guessing that's going to be a Yasuo mid lane with Sion top right there.
Yeah, Yasuo mid lane definitely pretty interesting. I haven't seen Aggie Mozo play it at all, so we're going to have to see if he's able to pull it out.
Agimosa just with the switch ups. He goes from regular old Cho'Gath to flashy champions like Yasuo and Katarina.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely interesting to see. I want to see what rounds out the comp for Team 6 and 3. It might
And
be the
Kane
Kane,
is
and it
gonna
looks
be
like
what
it
rounds it out.
is.
Wow.
Definitely an
Ambitious stuff
interesting
here.
draft. I maybe would like to see more of a Jarvan or a something that hard engages with the Nautilus and Galio, but the Kane may be able to get the same job done if he goes red.
I imagine that Nautilus plans on being that hard engaged. Land that hook, and
That
he's
is
going
true.
right in there. The real question is
Yeah,
going to be if that Amumu or that Sion is going to be able to make those hard engages a bit better. We know that Sion with that ultimate is able to do a real great job of just running into that team. Amumu lands a nice bandage toss, pulls him right in there too, and that ultimate can just keep them all locked up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, big stuff.
yeah, this is really good to see, and we should begin the game any time here. With the draft completed, it's definitely going to be hard to pick a winner, but if I had to, I think Team 6 and 3 is going to come out with the win because of their current form, and their comp just has so much CC, so much engage, and a lot of damage to top it all off with.
Yeah,
I can't wait to get into this interview with Chip, to be honest.
yeah, this interview should be pretty good. And like Derek said, Team 6 and 3, he's going with them for the win. I'm actually going to go with a different opinion here. I think Cookie Crumbler is going to be able to pull this one out. They're hungry. They got something to prove. They don't want to go 0 and 2 for the day, and I think they got a comp that's going to be able to pull out a win. They got Ryan
hate
on that
to say
Jinx.
this.
He's shown as being strong in the past, and I think they're going to be able to do it.
Exactly. They have this front to back comp. 6 and 3 have this weird little mumbo jumbo they got going on here, which has potential, but they have the old reliable, the cookie crumblers.
Yeah, that old reliable and the Jinx going to be doing a great job this game, hopefully. The real question is going to be if that Lucian Galio is going to be able to effectively shut her down. I hope that Amumu does bring that attention to the bot lane, get that Jinx rolling, because once she does, Lucian's going to be dropping in that effectiveness pretty quickly. And it's just going to be a hard time for Team 6 and 3. Getting to that
I
Jinx
def
is going to be real difficult for them because they've just got that front line to keep her safe.
One thing I will say is that Nautilus has the advantage on the Yasuo, I think, in my opinion, because Nautilus just has nothing but CC, and if Yasuo can't dash around, and Nautilus having that guaranteed stun into his combo chain, Yasuo's just gonna cry, sit down and cry, just sit there and take all the damage.
Yeah, that definitely can be. And
Yeah, another problem is if the move does not go AP, there are a lot of physical damage on the side of Cookie Crumblers, so itemization for the Galio and the Nautilus and the Kayn will be pretty easy.
yeah, what I'm hoping to see too from the Yasuo this game is good wind walls. If he's able to save that wind wall for either the Syndra ultimate, I'm not actually sure. Do you guys know
Does it
if
block Nautilus ult?
do you guys know if the Yasuo wind wall blocks Nautilus Q?
Q?
Yes, it
Yes.
All
does.
Does
right,
it
I
block his
thought it
ult?
might. So I'm hoping to see some good wind walls from him, block out either the ultimate from the Syndra or the Nautilus Q. Because I think especially if you block that Nautilus Q, the engage power of Team 6 and 3 is heavily limited.
That's the thing
Yeah.
about the Yasuo win wall is when it's max rank, it can give your team basically 3 seconds of invulnerability from their backline, which is insane.
Yeah, it's a real strong ability here, but similar with the Amumu ultimate. If the Amumu just gets a real nice ultimate, you're not going to be taking much damage from these people.
Exactly.
I hope they get if Kayn does go red, I hope they manage to, at least on the Jinx, pick up a bit of healing reduction. That Kayn's got some beefy people to hit. If he ults that sign, he's going to come right back out full health. Going to be sustaining pretty well in these fights, I imagine.
One thing I do want to say about 6 and 3 is that they have to keep their strong mentals. Even if they fall behind, they need to keep their mentals strong. And even with this weird team comp, if you lose or break mental at least like once, your team comp's just gonna fall apart, and you're all not gonna perform as well as you should.
Yeah, it's really all about the mental here. Both teams under the mental strain. But we're gonna see who comes out on top here as we get into the game. Gonna be in about 3 minutes here.
Yeah, we're about done with all the players locking their things in. We'll be getting to that timer soon, swapping it over into the game once that happens. But I'm just I think we've had a good run here, guys, with the in-house league. Had some great 3 weeks of games right here. What team do you guys think has seemed to improve the most from the beginning?
I mean, from the beginning, I would have to say Cookie Crumblers because in the beginning they just had they had no team cohesion, they had no ability to come back, and they were looking pretty bad. But in the past few weeks, they have been able to really, find their form. And last week they went 2-0, and they're looking to try to make this week 1-1. So, out of most improvement, it's got to be Cookie Crumblers.
Definitely gonna have to agree with you there. One thing I will say about 6 and 3 though is they're bringing new stuff to the table. They're reinventing the meta as we know it, and gotta give them props for that.
Yeah, you really got to respect the prowess in the draft by the coach.
Yeah, reinventing the meta is for sure, and I believe in an in-house league like this where you can go up against other teams that are ready and hungry for that victory, going for those innovations can teach you a lot about whether or not those are effective. You don't get too much experience in like innovating in a solo queue match. Yeah, I think I'm curious to see what the final standings are going to be at the end of this. Right now, I don't have the stats up in front of me. Team 6 and 3, obviously their numbers have a bit of scrims in there too. So that's not a perfect setup for what we got in terms of numbers.
Definitely
Yeah.
think we should get an interview with the coach, however.
Yeah, we'll get an interview with that coach. We just got to wait for him to be ready. When he hops
Okay.
into the channel that we informed him of when he's ready to hop in here, we'll talk to him and hear from him.
All
Yeah,
right.
just getting his last words with this team about the game plan. So it might be a little bit, but it will definitely be worth it.
Yeah, we'll definitely get some good content going here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Some might even say some great content. How about that?
Wow.
Ivan?
I don't know
couldn't
if I
have
would
said
say
it better
that.
myself.
Yeah, and all the teams are locked in now, so we are now getting into that 3-minute wait time while we wait for that spectator delay. And after that spectator delay, we'll be right in there today. And on to our last and final game of the night.
Yeah, this game definitely has the potential to be one of the best games of the year. So let's see if it'll be that.
Yeah, now, guys, obviously this is the last game of the day, last game of the in-house league that we're probably going to be streaming. You guys looking forward to bring this back next year?
I would love
I'm
to have this
always
back.
ready.
Yeah.
It's been an absolute blast to
It
watch
definitely
these
has
teams
been an
play.
absolute blast. I'm looking forward to bringing it back next year. And all you at home, if you're interested in joining the In-House League next year, we got a club here, University of Alabama League of Legends, and we're an umbrella organization under University of Alabama esports teams. Go check them out. Google them. We got a link in the overlay once the game gets started. Link to our Discord, the League of Legends Discord, and you can also go check out on Twitch here, University of Alabama esports. Come join us. Got a bunch of teams. Always looking for people to play with. Now,
Alrighty, I
it
think
does look
Chip's
Chip
ready.
is ready, so we're gonna pull him into the streamers box. Chipper, welcome to the streamers box.
Hi.
How's it going? How do you feel about your draft?
I'm upset about the Lucian. I
Yeah.
thought I
It should've
messed
been
up.
Varus.
It should have been either Varus or Kaisa.
I think you should have just gotten a better team comp, to be honest.
It's going to be interesting. The Nautilus, we really wanted. We thought Nautilus was a good flex pick because we knew Chris was probably going to play a tank, and Nautilus surprisingly has a lot of good tank matchups top lane right now. So
No.
we thought we could flex it early and basically guarantee ourselves a good matchup.
Yeah, you're wrong. But
Okay.
go-
I don't think I'm wrong about this one, but okay.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How so?
you're wrong.
Nautilus has bad matchups and tanks.
6-3.
Okay. And then the theory at the back end of the draft, we wanted to put Mozo on a new champion, so we basically got 3 bans on him: Katarina, Cho'Gath, and then Syndra.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Why is this guy a caster if he's talking like this? He seems very not
What are you talking
knowledgeable.
about? Are you
I'm
talking
talking
I'm
about
not sure
great
what you're talking
content.
about. I definitely think the casting is fine here. Are you trying to fight right now?
I'm just saying it's questionable at best.
Wrong.
Maybe I'll. I heard there's a caster that actually goes to our university. I heard
What's
he's
his
pretty
name?
good. Hypertension, I believe. I think he casted. I think you might know.
Please don't do this to me.
Clutch
Please,
Gaming.
I'm sorry.
So I'm pretty sure Derek and Hypertension might be a pretty good duo cast if that ever were a thing. I might reach out
Yeah,
because
maybe you should reach out to him. I hear a caster
know,
of that
sometimes-
quality
let
might
me
enjoy the
defend
production
myself.
of this
Let
quality
me
that we got
defend
going on
myself.
here.
What do you
Listen,
have to say, Evan?
I think Hypertension would realize that Nautilus top
Chipper.
has some good matchups into tanks.
you're wrong. Thank you.
Okay, well, I wish you guys the best. Have fun casting. Make sure you
Wait,
drink
we
enough
have
water.
some more questions for you. Sorry.
What's up?
It got a
So,
little bit.
How do you feel that we're actually so desperate for content? I just had to say wrong 50 times.
I'm a little frustrated, and I'm
What do you
going to
think
reach
about
out to
the
other
Hydra
casters.
Amumu?
I think that he's going to go AP because they don't have any other AP source on their team. And I told my team to if Amumu doesn't get ahead, you auto win the game because Rando wins equals GG against Yasuo Jinx.
So how do you
Gotcha,
feel
gotcha.
about what we see right here as a Predator Amumu? What's your thought
We
on
just
that
talked
real quick?
about that. Seth.
Or what about Predator in general? Sorry.
Sad.
Yeah.
You kind
Yeah,
of
'cause that-
talked about the AP, but what about the Predator? Sorry.
Well, I'm assuming you're going to pair Predator with AP.
what about
I
the
think-
Conqueror?
I think Conqueror AP Amumu is a stronger build right now. I haven't seen much Amumu in general, but I think Amumu's
Mhm.
decent into the right
Yeah, for
matchups.
sure.
I don't
So-
think he needed to go Aftershock because
Yeah, for sure.
they have a lot of tanks.
Can you just give us like a brief summary of what you want your comp to do?
I want us to win at 2 items, make sure that Amumu doesn't get ahead. I want us to make sure Jinx also doesn't get ahead. I think Lucian should be able to maybe put him in his place for a little bit. I think Kayn will be able to farm out the jungle matchup, hopefully, and then scale into something that's very useful against a health-sacking Scion. Nautilus's just job is to be good engage while matching the Scion and potentially having kill pressure pre-6.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how I see this one playing out.
All right, last question for you. We had a little bit of poll in Twitch chat, and you were voted least attractive person in Bama Esports. What are your thoughts on that one?
I would have voted for myself as least attractive person in Bama Esports as well.
That's what I'm talking about.
I've got a lot of negative features, but we out here representing Bama Esports. Thank you for letting us stream on your channel, University of Alabama. But yeah, I wouldn't disagree. I think that's a very valid poll. But you know what the poll doesn't mention? how beautiful of a
Wait.
mind I have.
Oh. Yeah, your mind is pretty beautiful, as we see
All
this
right.
team comp that has been laid in
Yeah.
front of us. It was very nice talking to you, Chipper,
Yeah,
but
we're getting into the game here, so we're gonna have to cut this interview short. Chip, thanks for hopping in here today, and good luck for your team's game today.
So
Thanks,
one
man.
thing I wanted to mention, Evan's actually pulling out the retirement papers from his desk drawers right now. So Derek, what do you think about Evan retiring right now?
you know, you really hate to see it, but he is a legend in the game, and you gotta respect his decision for everything he's done for Bama Esports and the League of Legends scene. So if it's his time to go, it's his time to go. But
And
I would like
another
to see him
thing
stay for a little
about
longer.
this little line of scrimmage, while we're in this line of scrimmage, I've been hearing that you are actually 5'9". What do you have to say about that?
I have heard these allegations against me. I am here to denounce them and say they are untrue. I am not 5'9". I'm actually 6'2". The pictures that are going around have been doctored and are fake. So if you see them, please notify the authorities. They've been told to remove them.
This sounds like a situation
you.
that Tyler 1 fell into. People saying he's
Yeah.
short, but he's not. Now speaking
He's 6'5".
speaking of Tyler 1, we don't actually have a 6'5" 80 carry this week.
Yeah, he's actually not in the league anymore. I may have heard through the grapevine he is trying to sell his account. It's pretty sad to see after he was one of our best players in the fall.
Yeah, we'll have to see if we can get some more confirmed reports from that. But we're getting into the game now. We got all the teams. Nothing too spicy happened in level 1. They Cookie Crumblers did go for a bit of an early thing, running into the jungle of Team 6 and 3. Not getting too much out of that though. Did get a deep ward on that blue though, so they know where that Kane started. They know where he's headed now.
So we have the Lucian Galio bot lane into the Brahmin Jinx. I don't know how this matchup is going to go, but it definitely feels Brahmin Jinx favors. Snakethorn trying to abuse the level 2 power spike here. Good
it's
taunt
level 2 power
coming out
spike,
from
though.
John Galt, and actually just straight up proving me wrong with that level 2 power spike.
Yeah, definitely a really good trade coming out from Team 6 and 3, trying to make it 7 and 3. We do see a good trade coming out
Board's
in the
getting
top lane
kinda
for
bullied out
kills.
from the Scion.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see if Borge is gonna be able to make a comeback today. Had a bit of a lesser performance earlier today. Getting bullied by that Olaf. Couple of unnecessary deaths in the lane. So we're gonna have to see if he's able to turn that around. Make sure he doesn't die right now.
Yeah.
Fake going really aggressive right here with that Amumu gank coming in. Flash
Ooh,
out.
Flash coming out from
Stun
John
on
Galt with the
Galt.
bandage dog,
Another
but
stun.
their bot lane kind of backed off there. John Galt might be able to get out here. Heal coming out from Snakethorn. Snakethorn
Yeah.
trying to get some poke back in.
Maybe a little bit of miscommunication coming out there, but they still are able to get the Galio flash and the Lucian heal. So overall, pretty good gank.
Yeah, I would have liked to see
Catch-eye.
Pretty Fig with Ignite right there. I think if she had Ignite, she might have been able to kill, get a kill on that support Galio right there. He did take a lot of damage, had to force out the heal, and even then he just wasn't too healthy on the way out.
Yeah.
We do see the vertical jungler coming out from Catcheye, looking for a gank onto Chris here. Chris needs to kind of be careful. Forge kind of chunked out here. Needs to be a little bit careful, but that shield's basically an entire health bar and just get some good damage onto Chris.
Yeah, flash blown by Chris there. He won't have that for the next gank. Good gank by GY. Let's hope he can capitalize on that in the next 5 minutes before that comes right back up.
Yeah, super nice to see from GY Catcheye. Able to go back and farm his jungle here. He has a pretty decent lead over the Amumu right now. But the Amumu did just pick up the Predator boots, so let's see what he's able to do on the map right now.
One thing I did want to say before we get into anything too spicy with this game, make sure you guys go out to Walmart and buy some refreshing Sprite. Sprite's going to always be there for you. Even with this, look at this bot lane. Getting that aggro. Snakethorn definitely on some Sprite Cranberry right now. So y'all go make sure, give Sprite some love at Walmart, Target, etc.
Etc.
Walmart, Target, etc. You guys heard it here first. Make sure to go get that. And
But
again,
dash here from
spicy
Snakethorn,
things
Tom
happening
landing
in the
onto
bottom.
Copycat. Copycat kind
I
of
see the
feels
re-engage.
here. Exhaust coming down from Snakethorn, getting rooted, and that's going to be a kill onto John Galt. Snakethorn has to
Copycat on the
dash out.
Jinx, picking up the first blood. That's what you want to see. Hyper scaling AD getting a kill against Lucian Galio. Very scary lane.
Yeah, that was definitely an overextension from John Galt. Going in for the taunt, but they didn't have the damage to kill the Jinx. And they're just able to return it with the traps and the Braum stun, so
I definitely
really good
think
start.
Red side's team comp is a little ambitious here, but we still have plenty of time in the game to see what
Yeah,
they can pull off.
We have plenty of game left, and even if the comp is ambitious, these are some ambitious players, and I'm pretty sure they can pull it off if they set their minds to it.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Now, Mumu's got that Predator boots out right now. I don't think he's used it yet for a gank, so we're hoping to see that coming out soon. Level 4 right now. Down a little bit of CS against the Kayn, but that's to be expected. Kayn with that really good clear speed, good clear times. Probably going to be out farming, like Chip mentioned, but if Amumu can get these ganks off, that should make up the difference.
Yeah, I would really like to see him come bottom here and try to capitalize on the no-flash Galio. And it looks like he's pathing that way, so let's see what he does after this camp.
Forge getting a little scrap with Chris.
Yeah,
getting
Kayn
a
waiting in
decent
mid
trade.
right now, looking for a gank. Did walk out, did get seen. He's calling it off right there. Changed his mind. Does give away his position, so right now Blue Llama does know where he is. I don't think he's going to really be able to capitalize on anything. Kayn's whole jungle's down, but he should know that that Scuttle Crab is going over to Catshot.
Yeah, and the first dragon is Infernal, so I really would like to see one of the junglers try to turn this bottom lane and be able to pick up that dragon. We see the engage onto the mid lane here, but the Kayn is close by.
An ult coming out from Agimozo, picking up one of the kills onto Rose's Sigurd, kind of over fighting that fight. I don't know, I couldn't really find the words there.
I think
Yeah,
a
he
great
gets the
job by
solo kill.
Agimozo right there, making sure to get a solo kill right there, not even taking any real punishment from the Kayn despite him being right there at the same time.
Yeah, we
Using
see
his
the
ignite.
Nautilus versus Sai on top. We know Nautilus has a pretty good matchup into tanks, so this looks like it's going to go in the favor of Forge. Oh, just kidding, he's lower on HP.
Yeah, definitely getting bullied out here.
Good thing Sion is not a tank.
Oh yeah, definitely one of the hyper carry Sion is.
Would like to see the full lethality Scion here. It's definitely been popping up in our normal games, so...
Yeah, full lethality, glacial augment, doing pretty well with himself. Now, we do see Yasuo going for that early first item static shiv. Pretty common nowadays, what you want to be seeing. Best first item on him. Electing not to pick up any boots though.
Yeah, on
I don't know
Yasuo
if
I
he
really
has
like the boots early.
Boots, so that's a possibility, but I'm just going to assume he doesn't right now.
Yeah, and also I really like picking up the Berserker Greaves first if possible, because they're super strong. They give you the attack speed so you can just be spamming Qs, and they also give you the movement speed, which helps you stack up your passive and get around faster, so...
Yeah, and Yasuo wants to get rolling, gonna be doing that great damage. Yasuo, like Jinx, really strong hyperscaler, similar to Sion in the top lane. And already with that one kill, it's gonna be scary.
Be looking for another one here.
Looking for a second, pushed into the tower.
Agimozo gets pushed into the tower, getting a really favorable trade-off onto Rose's Sigurd there.
Yeah, super nice to see, able to bounce back from last game. Getting ganked by the Kayn.
Catshai is on his flank, however, but Mr. Blue Llama is there for the response with the Predator.
It is running
Look
right
at that,
through.
look at him waddle in. Sheesh.
Not looking for anything more.
Yeah, and this is super good for the side of Cookie Crumblers. The Jinx is up in gold, the Sion's up in gold. They have everything they need to transition this into the mid game and try to pull away with the game.
Amumu heading towards the bot side. Changes his mind. Goes into the dragon pit, not sure what's there. Gets the scuttle. Catshai looking for a gank mid again. Catshai just needs to get those stacks, hit that red form, start scaling out of control.
Good harass coming out by Rose's Sigurd. Wanted to push that Yasuo out of the lane right there. Might not have
Yeah,
enough
even-
resistance yet, but
Even with getting solo killed, he's still up 20 CS in the lane, which is super nice.
yeah, he's actually up in gold as well. So doing a good job.
Forge getting good CC onto Rensil here.
They're going on to Chris
Getting the
here, but I don't
kill.
know if they are able to kill him.
Catshai
Chris
definitely
does
just
turn
wants
it.
those stacks.
Does have ultimate up.
Blue team slain the dragon.
That's an Infernal picked up and soloed by the Amumu.
Yeah, when you see the jungler top is just free to solo, and it looks like Chris might be going for the fight here. Forge actually missing the wall.
I don't know if Chris is going to be able to...
Chris is out of mana, however. Catshai in here with the Chilling Smite, getting those... The Nautilus ult actually coming down, and the Kayn ult, but Chris does blow flash to get out of there. Forge needs to be careful here, might get a return kill. Nope.
Yeah, we see some trades in the bottom lane coming out. Looks to end pretty even. Illusion going a little bit aggressive here.
Lucian with the board, talking onto Coffee Cat.
Yeah, we still see the farm lead going in the favor of the Jinx. who does have the scaling advantage as well, so...
Roasted Sigurd might be looking for a kill here. Yasuo very low, still has that wind wall.
Yeah, Yasuo's got to be real careful. If he's able to get that windfall off right as the ultimate comes out, he's saving for that. Actually, Pretty Fig's run out the ultimate there. Misses
Glacial Fissure
both.
coming out from Pretty Fig.
Yeah, just able to dodge away though with the Galio E.
Justice Punch.
Justice Punch.
Coffee Cat might look for that cancel.
Get the nades.
There's
Pretty
the
Fig
nade.
actually kind of being a little ambitious. The rocket coming out from Coffee Cat, not picking anything up. And John Galt's gonna stay here.
Yeah, we see some aggressive trading, but oh, with the dash in actually, this could be bad for the side of Team 6 and 3, but they might be able to turn it.
Oh, the Galio coming out, but not gonna do too much. John Galt just needs to get out of there. We might be seeing something mid here. Agimozo getting the knockback onto Yasuo. Yasuo, no wind wall onto the, and that's gonna be a free solo kill for Roasted Sigurd.
Yeah, good
really
job
well
by
played.
Roasted Sigurd, making sure to turn it around, get that solo kill again. He died earlier, but he doesn't want to die a second time. Kane looking to get
Llama
something
top
done.
side.
Not really
Might
going to
be
be able to do
looking
anything. Doesn't get any orbs. And it does look like Amumu will be going for that AP build right now. We see him going for that Runic Echoes on that jungle upgrade.
Yeah, I really like the AP Amumu. It's gonna be their sole source of magic damage, so...
Amumu
He's
looking
gonna
for a
have
gank on
With a
top of
gank
that.
here, Predator activated. Mr. Blue Llama getting his stun onto Borge, getting that ult off, and that's gonna be a free kill onto Borge.
Yeah, Borge should die here. He does have the
Oh,
flash,
Borge
but...
does blow the flash, however. Getting the
Borge
kill,
should
it
be
actually
dead.
gets out of
He
there.
actually
Wow.
lives!
If they'd waited a couple more
Insane.
seconds on that gank in the top lane, they would have had that Sign ultimate and be able to ensure that kill. They had a ton of
maybe some-
CC on that Nautilus right there. He could not move for a solid 5 seconds. With that Sign ult,
Yeah.
that would have been a for sure kill.
Yeah,
Does have
super
to blow the
unfortunate
flash
there.
on Borge though, so at least they managed to get that out of it.
Yeah, and there might be some plating damage going here if he does have the Demolish.
He does. He should be getting that nice extra gold in the pocket right there. Half a kill's worth from that. So,
Yeah, so even with the Nautilus advantage in the lane because he's good into tanks, Sion does have about a 20 CS lead here, so Chris is playing the matchup super well.
yeah, Chris doing a good job bowling the Nautilus right there.
Yeah, so with this being the last game, do you guys want to talk about who our best performers of the league were?
Well, real quick, let's see. We'll talk
After
about
the
that
stun.
right after this happens right here. Looks like they're going back on the
The stun still going through from Chris. Yasuo here to respond. The ult coming down onto the Yasuo. Kane trying to get those stacks onto the Scion. Good stun from Roasted Sigurd. Might be able to get the Yasuo. Yasuo with the wind wall from the Syndra ult. Yasuo actually ulting there. Borge picking up the kill onto the Yasuo. Chris just needs to get out of here. And I don't know if he will. Stun, spread the, scatter
yeah,
the
well,
weak
pretty
coming down
kill.
from Roasted Sigurd. Good stun coming out from Chris, getting a kill onto Catshy, but Borge actually picking himself up 2 kills there.
Yeah, a very unfortunate fight to take if you are the Cookie Crumblers because Amumu was nowhere close, so he had no way to join that fight. And so it's going to be a 3v2, and you're pretty much always going to lose that.
Yeah, and Yasuo does not manage to pick up an assist right there, so all he does is lose out on that. So he does have a static shield completed now, as does Roasted Sigurd have the Luden's Echo. They might be
Let's
looking
get
for a
dive.
power dive on the spot lane if the Amumu's feeling real cheeky about it.
Yeah, it looks like Snakethorn is going to respect it, though, backing away from the tower. So this might be the
Catshy
tower
and
going
Roasted
down.
Sigurd will respond to it, however.
Or maybe not.
Uh-oh, Jungle trying to get the taunt there.
Yeah, either way, that's an extra plate or 2 for the Jinx. You just want to keep building that gold lead on the Jinx. That Jinx right now up 1.2k, exactly where you want to be with her. And things are going down again.
John Galt landing the taunt onto Pretty Fig. Actually has his transformation, getting the stun onto Seraphina there. Colin coming out from Lucian, not be able to do much. Dash coming out to dodge the rocket. Good stuff there from Snakethorn.
Yeah, really well played there from both sides. And the Super Mega Death Rocket just missing out. Maybe would have killed, probably not though.
Ooh, we might be seeing a little scrap here in the top lane. Chris landing the stun. Forge activating the shield, getting more CC onto Chris. Actually has the red buff. Ooh, sidestepping the Scion Q. Forge
Yeah,
might be
Forge
able
with
to win
the
this
movement.
here.
As that goes down though,
Look
the
at the
Galio
moves.
falls.
Look at
And
the moves on Forge. Good solo kill
Yeah.
coming down from Roasted Sigurd.
With that
Forge
Nautilus is a
still
really good
smacking
tank
on
matchup,
Chris.
so this should be good.
Ooh. Forge actually stunning the crowd with that impressive movement.
Yeah, and
Oh,
while
no,
Might be looking for the
Going
kill
in.
here.
Ult coming down from board. Shield going up by Chris. Chris with the Scion ult, the unstoppable.
Yeah, they just trade ult for ults there, and ends pretty even.
Yeah, and while that entire scrap was going down in the top lane, Amumu did manage to pick up a kill in the bot lane. They did take that first tower down, freeing up the bot lane, getting a bit more gold, and Roasted Sigurd with another solo kill, killing Agimozo. Not even having to blow his ignite. I believe, yeah, Agimozo did have to blow his flash right there. So that Yasuo is now flashless and down in kills.
Yeah, this is a super tough position if you're Agimozo, but they should try to put him into a side wave away from the Syndra. And it looks like...
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you.
No, I insist.
No, I think you need to go.
Okay, it looks like they're
Alright,
gonna
anyways, that's a-
group around the dragon here, looking for the mountain.
Roasted Sigurd trying to shove out the wave. Agimozo. Kind of
No
being a little
teleports
cheeky with
from
the
either
Yasuo
top
moves.
laner, so this at most will be a 4v4 happening around the dragon if they decide to go for it. There's a
Yeah,
lot
if
of
I
vision
see
right
this-
now in the Cookie Crumbler's jungle. They know exactly where Agimozo is, and he might actually be out a step too far
Getting a
forward.
catch here onto Agimozo from Catcheye. Are they going to pursue this though? Amumu full AP might be able to get a kill. The down from Catcheye, not getting the heal from Yasuo, died too early. Pretty Fig and Ryan are here to respond. John Galt might be able to get a re-engage here. Nope, they just back off.
Yeah, that's not the worst for Cookie Crumblers, but they would have liked to get a straight 4v4 with the Jinx present. Unable to do so, and they actually lose 2. But the jungler down for team 6 and 3, so they're probably not going to be able to get the dragon.
Yeah, Mumu electing for that second item zone here is good choice here. He's going to be throwing himself right into the danger. He's going to want to have that stasis to be able to help keep himself alive a bit longer. Amumu does continue to cry while in that stasis, so he'll be putting out a bit more damage. Those tiers with that AP are going to do a lot of damage, especially shredding those tanks like the Nautilus and the Kayn.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to build full tank into the Nautilus. He has pretty good tank matchups, so it's good to see the AP and Mumu.
Yeah, we see Agimozo still having completed the level 2 boots now. Doesn't have anything much more after that. He's a bit stagnated in what items he's picked up. But Roast Sigurd, on the other hand, got double 10 right now, and Cookie Crumblers are actually looking to go take out this dragon right now. Kayn is on the wrong side of the map, and that's going to be a free dragon for them.
Yeah, something to note here is that we do see Rosa Sigurd with a bunch of kills, and he's one of the players that has opted into the Medjai Soul Stealer when he's given the opportunity, so we might see him picking that up here after he finishes the Merlot, or maybe even sooner.
Ward's getting a little cheeky with Chris, trying to get that fight.
Yeah,
Get
take
those
down the
scraps.
control ward. Want to make sure he's still got some vision just in case of the gank. I'm not sure if he has to be that afraid right now. He has gotten a lot tankier, but who knows?
Yeah, I
With
don't-
all the CC that they have in the Amumu, they're doing a pretty good job of shredding tanks.
I don't think
Catcheye.
either top laners are able to kill each other. They're just going to be trading grass procs, basically.
Just build
Catcheye
up that
actually
health.
stumbled with killed right now. Amumu might read this.
Yeah, we see a really good trade coming out from the mid
Catcheye's
lane.
actually in big trouble here. Rosa
Sheesh.
Sigurd needs to get that solo kill or head to the Rift Scuttle.
Yeah, looks like G-White Catcheye might fall down here. He actually dodges out on the
Good ult
Amumu
from
ult.
Catcheye. Dodging the Amumu ult there. Orange. Mr. Blue
Like
Lomo
Team 6-3 is
with
going to
his
turn
own-
this.
Now Chris is out of position. Super Mega Death Rocket actually barely missing onto the Kayn.
Yeah, but we see the regroup here. Oh, great Sinister.
Oh,
This might be
John
a double
Galt with
kill.
that. Oh,
Copycat
Cinder
is
actually
really
landing
picked
the
up
ult
by
onto
Roasted Sigurd.
Copycat. The Colin going down onto the Yasuo, getting a free kill, and Roasted Sigurd getting that pickup onto the Braum. Playing out of his mind these past few games.
Yeah, Roasted
Yeah,
Sigurd
Roasted
with a
Sigurd.
triple kill right there, picking up kills on both mid lane and bot lane. That's a lot of gold in his pocket, and he's going to be absolutely scary this game. He's got a lot of damage already so far with the double pen. He's only going to get worse from that. He
Yeah,
have a very easy time just one-shotting any of the carries right now from the Cookie Crumblers.
Blue team's
I really expect him to pick up the Medjais pretty soon here. And that's going to help him snowball even more. And he's going to... His job right now is just one-shot the Jinx, and there's no damage left on the Cookie Crumblers. So, we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, John Galt clearing out some vision right there, just making sure keep the map as dark as he can. Actually down a vision score right now. Not something you'd expect from John Galt, but then again, his lane has been in a bit of a rough spot right now, so we'll have to see if he's able to make up that deficit.
Yeah, that's something you never see. And with the last game of the season, the 200 vision score, $5 for everyone, is on the line here. So we'll have to see what comes out, but
For
it's
the
not looking good.
boys.
Yeah, and Jinx getting close to that Runan's Hurricane, trying to get there. That's going to be a big presence in these team fights. If they're able to get these solid team fights, all of them together, that's going to be frightening. However, right now...
Archimozo looking for something out to Rosa Sigurd and not win while going down.
Yeah, Rosa Sigurd is just too strong.
Forge looking for something in the top lane with Catshide. Need to be careful here. Just back off. Copycat.
Yeah, looks like they're going for this
Finger
2v2.
coming down from Pretty Fig. Not sure if they win this fight actually. Good old coming down from the Kane onto the Jinx. Needs to chain that CC. Good stun coming out from Kane. Might pick up the Jinx here. Forge actually picking up the kill. Pretty Fig just needs to run away. Getting CC'd by the Nautilus. Nautilus actually getting creep blocked there with that huge hitbox. And that's going to be a free top turret.
Pretty unfortunate for the side of Cookie Crumblers. The Jinx falling, but able to pick up one kill, so it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, and she has completed that Hurricane match. We may be able to see her having a lot more presence in these fights.
Yeah, this game's really going to be Jinx versus the Syndra, and I don't know who's going to come out on top, but the Syndra is very fed at this point, so...
Yeah, I think it's really going to come down to whether or not Jinx is... Oh, Pretty Fig actually getting
caught out of the recall.
Lazy recall right in their faces, gets rightfully punished for it. But like I was saying, this game, I think it's just going to come down to Jinx's teammates. Are they going to be able to put those walls up? You have Braum, you have Yasuo. Both of them great ability to be able to block those that ultimate from that Syndra. And I think that's going to be the deciding factor on whether or not they're able to win these fights.
Yeah, 100% agree with you. Copycat really going to have to rely on this team for this one. As we see the mid lane tower probably going down here. It actually survives very low on HP.
Predator coming down from Mr. Bulama. We might see a little fight here. Forge actually dodging the Sonic Q with it. Mr. Bulama actually landing an ult onto Snakethorn. Galio coming down to try and peel for the Snakethorn. Rosa Sigurd just solo killing Jinx off to the side. Blue team just needs to disengage. Rosa Sigurd getting the ignite onto Agimozo. Agimozo falls there. And like you were saying, without that peeling onto the Jinx, it's actually doomed for blue side.
Yeah, by running into that corridor, it kind of baited the Jinx into the Syndra's arms, and she just got stunned, ulted into insta-kills.
Another weak landing too onto Seraphina. We see an all-out team fight. Good CC chain from red side. John Gall taking the turret for his team.
And we see a clean ace coming out for the side of team 6 and 3.
Wait, Chris actually picking up kills with a silent passive.
Yeah, that's two flashes blown right there. John Galt going down, Snakethorn nearly going down. Does clean up the minion wave, so they're not going to lose an inhib here. And Coffee Cat with the ultimate
from
snipe.
downtown with the super mega death rocket. Who said tanks can't carry, by the way?
I have heard that apparently tanks have low agency. However, Borge proven that wrong this game. 6-0-2. He's just been taking a lot of pressure in the top lane. I think you can call him impact. Taking a lot of ganks and still putting out that pressure this game.
Oh yeah.
And as Derek was saying, Roasted Sigurd with the confidence, picking up the Magi's, just at 10 stacks right now, but it's got a lot of potential to go a lot higher. Just
oh yeah, with the way he's been playing, that thing's gonna stack like crazy.
Absolutely crazy. And he's already got a needlessly large rod. He's getting closer to that Rabadon, and that's going to be a lot of damage coming out from him. If we thought he blew people up before, he's going to do it even more.
Bars.
Yeah, super scary if you're the Jinx. You really have to rely on your team here, and if they can't provide the peel, you're just going to get one shot by basically only Syndra are. So we'll have to see what they're able to do. Looks like they are going to pick up the dragon
starting
here.
the dragon here.
They should be able to get this uncontested right now. Syndra is.
This is actually a huge dragon for the way Red Side wants to play this game. They want to end this game super fast, so they want that Mountain Drake.
Yeah, the Mountain Drake's super nice. It's going to help them get the Baron as well, which will be super nice to help them end the game. Another problem that's arising, Forge is actually 6-0 at this point in the game. He's too tanky.
He's huge!
It's gonna take forever for them to get through the front line if Forge is standing there.
You know, we always say we want to see the Gator, but he's... At this point, I don't care what I see from Forge. Forge is just...
I just want to see Forge.
Exactly.
Yeah, Borge right now, the Gator's been banned out so long. Borge has had a lot of free time on his hands. I think he's gone to the local rec center. He's went ahead and got that scuba license. And
yeah.
And you can tell. You can tell. He's licensed
Chris
to,
actually
licensed
might be
to
getting
carry.
caught out here.
Licensed to
yeah.
scoop. Yeah, Chris might be caught out here. He does have the Scion ult to try to run away if needed. Let's see what his teammates can get. They might be looking to try to help. This could be an option. The Cinder's a little bit split off from everyone else. Looks like the Galio may be caught, actually.
Oh, Galio's actually way out of position here. Chris reading that. Taunt coming down from jungle, but everyone else is repositioning.
That's the teleport.
Borge with the TP into the flank. This is actually a huge team fight. Borge coming down onto Chris. Chris has to ult out of there. Borge might get a ult off onto Seraphina. Seraphina just needs to die for her team here. Flash out, scatter the weak onto Chris. Taunt landing onto Chris. Chris just getting caught by everything.
Yeah,
Knock
Chris,
up onto Chris. Chris going down with that Scion passive, however. Getting hits onto Catch-Eye, getting hits onto Borge. Scatter the
Chris
weak again,
right
not
there
connected
tried to
to
be a
anything.
good teammate and get pretty big that jump out, but I think that was a mistake. He should have just let her die, because he just ended up getting himself killed in the process.
Yeah,
And
super
that
unfortunate. This
might
could be
be
the
a Baron.
Baron. Yeah, they
Yeah,
do have
we
the Mountain
should be seeing
Drake.
the
They do
Baron.
have everyone alive. Let's see if that's what they go for right here.
Yeah, I think even if Cookie Tumblers want to, they really can't contest this. Syndra still has her ultimate. She's going to one-shot anyone who comes through that spot right there.
Yeah,
There's
let's
the
just
Oh,
ultimate
scattered the
trouble.
weak onto the Amumu. Is that a dead Amumu? Nope.
They
Looks
gotta
like
be
he's still
careful not to
alive.
peel too much off the Baron. Don't let it reset. You've already done some damage to it. Just finish it right there. It does look like after that scare on the Cookie Tumblers are just leaving it alone.
Yeah, this is super good to see. Looks like they're going to probably try to full reset after this and try to hit the map with the Baron buff. It's taking a little bit long, but they do manage to pick it up with the Syndra secure. She's at 16 stacks on her mid right now. She might be able to finish the death cap actually right here. Doesn't actually have enough gold, sitting on 2,000 right now.
Yeah, 2,000. She needs about 2,300 right there, 2,350. So even selling the Doran's Ring, not going to be enough. Just going to go back to the lanes, probably picking a bit more gold. Imagine they're going to clean up their waves a bit, set it up for something, and then she might just go back and pick that up. Because honestly, I think it's worth it to go back and get that Rabadon. It's just such
so
a
much
powerful
power.
damage play.
Wow, look at that. The one combo doing
Oh
half
my
his health.
goodness, scatter the weak coming out from Rosa Sigurd. Wind wall coming out from Agimozo, blocking that Syndra ult.
Yeah, Syndra using the ultimate. She's level 16 at this point. Good amount of cooldown reduction. Shouldn't be too long that she has to wait. And even without that ultimate, she's still so frightening. We saw her do half of Agimozo's health in just 2 abilities.
Like you were saying, he's almost at that Rabadon's death cap power spike.
Yeah, and we've got a Borge split pushing in the bot lane, using that Baron buff to great effect. Tanks normally not the quickest at knocking down towers, but when you have a wave of Baron buff minions behind you, it doesn't really matter who you are. Those towers are going to go down fast.
Yeah, and the Scion doesn't have very much wave clear, so the cannon might just keep hitting away on the tower. We'll have to see what happens here.
2 cannons there. Chris actually booting the cannon to safety. However, the thing is, Chris not taking a lot of damage from Borge either. He can just walk up and really hit those minions, and that's probably what he should be doing. I think that is.
Especially the King coming in right now.
Catch-Eye just probably wants to push out this wave with Borge.
Yeah, just
Get
making
that
sure
tier
those
2.
cannons are hitting those towers, slowly whittle away at it. And it actually looks like the rest of their team's looking to come down as well.
Yeah, this
Ooh,
might be a
Chris might be
collapse
out of
onto the
position here.
Scion.
That's a scatter the weak onto Chris. Good ult coming out from Chris. Catch-Eye actually getting pulled way out of position there.
Yeah, but that's
Almost
that's
looks
a tower
scary.
for them right there. That's exactly what they wanted. They got the tower out of it. They have a massive minion wave down here. 3 cannons.
Good chunk
Actually
onto
looking
the
to reset on Sigurd. I think that might be. I think that would be a mistake. You've got so many cannons here. Throw your tanks to the front line, threaten with the Syndra, and just take that tower.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of damage down just from the cannons, but
I definitely
Able to
think
block it out.
Rosa Sigurd just wants that Rabadon's.
yeah, he definitely has the gold for it now. And we might see the engage from the Mumu. He's posturing pretty aggressively.
So we've only got about 30 seconds left in this Baron buff right now. Actually, great hold from the Cookie Crumblers, not losing a single inhib tower from that Baron, especially against a team that's so far ahead on gold. There's a 7k gold lead for the favor of Team 6 and 3.
Oh,
Yeah, there's still hope for the Cookie Crumblers as the Jinx continues to scale. But Syndra's only scaling as well, so it's pretty scary.
Ooh, Ocean Drake a pretty decent drag too for those sieges. Even if you get poked down, just Ocean Drag it up.
Yeah, and Ocean Dragon as well will be the next one too.
Syndra hitting that Rabadon. Huge power spike. You thought she was doing damage already? Triple that.
Gonna be even more now. Board's dropping the
quadruple
BRB snorkel in all chat after the base. So we were right about that scuba license.
Oh, yeah.
Is he actually AFK? Is he actually snorkeling? No, it looks like he's
Oh,
back.
he's waiting for money. You know, scuba license does cost some money, so you know you gotta wait
get
for
the
that
scuba
gold
gear.
to come back. Oh yeah.
Alright, so let's see what happens here. Let's see what they decide to push. There still is that outer on the top, or the tier 2 on the top side, so they might go for that. Baron has run out, so their push isn't as strong. They might have to wait for the next one. I feel like they just need one catch with the Cinder though to really turn this game and end it.
Cat shy, going into the top lane, responding with the rest of the team. Rosa Sigurd misses the scout of the week. Would have caught the silencer though. Need to be careful here. John Galt can respond with the Galliol tower. Blue side should not be looking to fight. They should be looking to clear waves, scale up.
Oh wow, Cinder might be out of position. You're flashing into the ult. You might be dead here.
Oh, Cinder's actually way out of position.
Cinder cut out. Copycat being bounced around right now, not able to get those auto attacks off the knee.
Amumu landing the ult off. Forge actually just peeling the Lucius. Snakethorn's actually dealing a lot of damage. Copycat also dealing a lot of damage. Full health, getting that hyper. And now he's just gonna go out of control. Not what you want to see off of Rosa Sigurd.
Yeah, an absolute bonkers ult by Chris, but the fight's still going on.
Snakethorn getting a kill onto Chris. Snakethorn playing out of his mind right now.
He's going in for the fight, trying to kill the Yasuo.
Does manage to
Trace
pick it up.
first.
Good
Life.
trade there from Snakethorn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Forge
I-
should be able to get out here with the big bounty on his head.
Yeah, however, that fight I think was an absolute disaster for Team 6 and 3 right now.
Definitely.
4
Yeah,
deaths
Rosa
on there.
Sigurd.
It was a 4 for 3. And the thing is, Jinx managed to live through the entire fight, pick up a good amount of shutdowns. Right now, she's sitting on 1.7k gold. That is a character you cannot allow to get rolling, and I think that fight just got her rolling.
Yeah, that was super unfortunate. Rosa Sigurd getting a little too close to the tower, and then he actually ends up flashing into the Scion, which missed him initially, and just perma-CC'd by the Amumu and the Scion, so not what you want to see from your most fed player in the game.
Yeah,
But this gives an opportunity for
gotta be
probably
careful
carry.
right here being this far up.
Yeah, it's definitely dangerous. With the Baron spawning up soon, they definitely want to try to be able to contest this. There's only a 3.5k gold lead, which at the end of the day isn't too much considering the circumstances.
Yeah, they gotta make sure Coffee Cat gets the reset, spend some of that gold, and especially just get that mana. He's gonna be able to need to fire out those rockets in the next team fight. We saw that once he was in safety, after all those ultimates came out, after he stopped getting knocked around, he just got to sit back there and fire away, and that's exactly what they need to be doing in these team fights. That amount of damage in the fight was crucial to them winning it like that. Also, again, great pick by Chris Alzanor on that Scion. That Scion ultimate got Julian out. Out of position, and then a miss, just a flash in the wrong direction, making sure he's heavily punished for it. And he went
Yeah,
ahead
it
and
looks like
sold
they
that
might be
Magi.
starting the Baron with Forge queuing on it, but it looks like he's backing off. We see
I
Chris
definitely
going into the bottom lane with TP.
Roasted Sigurd is feeling himself a little too much. Needs to relax, getting a good pick onto Seraphina with the Scout of the Week, but can't capitalize on it.
Yeah, we actually see him sell the Magi Soul Stealer, trying to build towards that Void Staff instead. A little bit unfortunate, he lost all the stacks with that death, but that's how it goes sometimes. We see a lot of vision coming out here. We talked about John Galt's vision score lacking before. He's at 81 now. Respectable total. We see an engage in the mid lane.
Oh, Borge with the engage. Just needs to ult someone. Get the knock up on like 3 people with that ult. Cat Shy actually moving towards the Coffee Cat.
Yeah, big thing right there though. They get the TP out of the Scion, who had a really big wave bottom. Maybe would have liked to see him. He's trying to engage here into the tower.
Don't know if you want to do that right now. Especially as the tank of your team, as that bulk of the front line, Chris is going to go down here, even with the Gargoyle Stone Plate.
Yeah, I think this is
Trying
just
to get
Chris getting way
damage
too
with that
icy.
passive. Oh
They
yeah,
got into a
that
great
might be
spot.
weird.
I think Chris is just throwing it away right now. That might be, honestly, Team 6 and 3 understands just the pressure that they've got from this. That only frontline tank is gone. They should, and it does look like they're going to be forcing that Baron.
All
Yeah,
they need
the
is
only
Rosa
hope
Sigurd
here-
to just zone the enemy team.
Yeah, the only hope here is maybe some kind of Amumu Wombo combo on the Baron, but it looks like they might not even try to contest. Maybe we'd like to see them go to the Dragon if that is the case.
Yeah, they gotta get something. They're actually just gonna look to try and run it straight down mid lane. And that's a second Baron picked up right there from Team 6 and 3.
Yeah, but last time with the Baron, they actually weren't able to close out really anything. So if Coffee Cat is able to stall with the Rockets, this could be an even longer game where they could come back.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they're able to hold out to make sure that doesn't happen. Ocean Drake going down now. Past the 35-minute mark, the next dragon will be that Elder Dragon. And both teams with a respectable amount of dragons, so honestly, either side that Elder Dragon is going to be really strong for. Cookie Crumblers has to make sure they get back in time to be able to defend their base right now. Honestly, if Chris doesn't go in on an engage, overly step like that, jump into a tower, that's the kind of thing you do if you're Team 6 and 3 with a 5k gold lead. However, they're down 5k. You don't want to hop into towers like that, especially when your team can't follow.
Yeah, super ambitious, especially when you just want to peel back for your win condition of the Jinx. I doubt we'll see anything like that again.
Is split pushing top, has that TP advantage over Chris. They just need to wait, let boards get that wave pushing. Oh, almost connecting there, the scout of the week onto Mr. Bulama and Agimozo.
Yeah, right now though, it does look like there's a wave building up in the favor of Cookie Crumblers. It's going to be a while before that red side gets on over to the base of Cookie Crumblers. They really only have to worry about 2 lanes right now. If they send Chris up there like they have, they can hold on for a long time here. Baron buff already about a third of the way done. They're doing a great job holding it. They've gotten no damage on the towers so far. And if they're able to keep doing this, they're getting a lot of gold coming to them with those minions, and they're just going to keep scaling.
Yeah, this is really tough for the side of Team 6 and 3, really unable to push anything. Maybe in the top lane with the wave building, but...
One thing I do
really
like
hard.
about the Kane pick right now is that he can easily respond to the side lanes with Forge, with the way he can walk through walls.
Yeah. Now, like we were saying earlier, the Amumu really the only magic damage threat on the team, and we see that coming out with the tank turtle. They've got a lot of armor built. Aggression going on. Sion will be forced out. They might get a tower.
Yeah, I was gonna get that tower, but they run into the same problem where they can't break these inner turrets.
Yeah, honestly, not too bad. But like I was saying, there's a lot of armor right now for Team 6 and 3. Coffee Cat. Oh, actually, Agimozo.
Oh, the one shot on the Agimozo. No, Chris needs to be careful here. And that's definitely gonna be the inhib turret.
That might be the game as well if they're able to push this advantage. We'll have to see what they're able to do. Another stun coming in. Pretty Fay looks to fall. Now, no frontline for the Jinx as the Sion falls as well. This looks like it could be the game.
No ult coming out from Mr. Bulama.
Good side step.
Trying to look for a kill onto Copycat. The ult finally comes out from it. Galliot comes down as well. Copycat trying to just scrap whatever he can, but can't. There's too much, and that might be the game.
Yeah, their Baron buff will be running out shortly here, though. It's not going to last that much longer, but will last long enough to be able to help them end this right here.
They do have the Ocean Drakes, though.
Yeah, they're going to hit the
And
top
that's gonna be
turret
the
here. They're going to hit the bottom one here, and it looks like that's going to be everything if Jinx cannot defend it.
Very well played from Roasted Sigurd that game. Wow.
Yeah, really well played. Had the one slip up, but other than that, played almost perfectly. Dropping 17 kills in this in-house game. That might be the most we've ever seen.
Played out of his mind.
Played absolutely out of his mind. We might have to talk to him again for the second time on the day.
I want to talk to Borge.
Borge is also another
How
good
he felt
candidate.
on the Nautilus top.
I heard he was feeling naughty.